like I thought it might, but okay. 3, 2, 1, go! To be the hero. Oh my gosh, you're like so cute. Sorry, your planet's about to end. So your planet, I gotta remember. Sorry, your planet is doomed. Thanks a lot. Bottom 9. Red Sox up 6. Let's go. Let's go, Red Sox. Let's go, skip splits. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. I want to be a hero. Alright, let's see if we can get any of these cutscene skips here. I mean, any of them would be nice. Southeast, northeast. Just gotta back up a little bit. I think that did it. Yes. Nice. Alright, 2 cutscene skips, let's go. Rosa should be the easiest. Rubies, I should say. Oh! This is the longest one to miss. Oh. Man. No. Bum 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 bum. That's not the song though. Holy. Oops. Oh wow, see, their music's different sometimes. I'm gonna have to write this one, because now it's different than what I wrote down. It's vastly different. So it's actually randomized a little bit on this one. It's a little odd. I don't know why they're the only exception. Let's go, let's go. Live split, please don't crash on me, live split. Please don't crash on me. Oh! You can actually clip through that sometimes, but where's the time you're just gonna fall back through and not go where you need to go? Oh, not this room. I'm over here trying to call birds when they're not here. I think he's up here though. Come here, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Come here. Really, bird? Thank you. I gotta move my notes over. They're all the way over on the other screen. But the problem is the screen that's right in front of me, I'm scared to put anything on it because then I can't see live split. And if I move live split on another monitor, it tends to crash like 5 minutes later. Excuse me. Excuse me. You gotta wait for that first one to reset. I understand now. Oh, sugar. I always forget this is the one. Just gotta hop over on the leaf. I don't have enough room on this monitor if I can't move live split and stuff. What a pain. Shoot. Alright, game over. Let's go, Boston. Two more games. This one I'll win 2 more games. But they got home field back. Go in! Oh my gosh. This guy's really annoying. Left. Go through the door. life. You've got to jump into that cutscene. Save a little bit of time. Hold on to your butt. Thud. Monsters. PETA? It's if you go all right, it's PETA. Come on. Bada bing. Está. What? Alright, so for this chapter of the game, we're trying to put together a band. So I'm trying to recruit this violinist by annoying the everyone crap out of her. So since we can keep up with her, she offers to join the band, because May's been trying to form a band for a while, but Viola wasn't joining if it was just the two of them. Since we got a singer, apparently now maybe Manny's got something, actually got something going here, so she's willing to join. As far as Ash, our accordionist, she doesn't think she can join. She doesn't want to join because she wanted her first performance to be playing accordion with her mother, who just passed away. So we're going to speak with the ghost of her mother. Try to help the two connect and give her the confidence to join the band. It's hard to see because I'm focused so much on what I need to be playing. This is a really pretty scene with all the butterflies and such. He's about to slip off the stick. There we go. I don't know what it is, but I've been having the munchies every time I start streaming lately. I mean, every time. Oh! Oh, sugar. Jumped too far down. Hey. AC's definitely on. I don't know why it's so hot in here. I want to try and stay as far ahead of the music as I can. I don't know how I dropped that one. Oh, because I'm going the wrong way. Well, I goofed that up. Are you kidding me? These corners are killing me. Excuse me. Miriam's never gonna believe this. Miriam is such a speedrunner. Like, honestly, like, just, she really is the speedrunner in the group. All these side quests are stupid and dumb and lame. She just wants to fly everywhere. She wants to blow things up. Quick, fast, and everywhere, and, like, going. She ain't got time for all this pointless stuff. All this fluff and story filler and all this junk. We ain't got time for that mess. Too early. What to do with my notes? I don't need them here, but I need them later for sure. Please take me where I want to go. I see it. Okay. No, really? Are you for real right now? Get me up here. Thank you. Get up there. Oh. I think behind Chaoscape, this might be my least favorite scape, if you will. I feel like these wind currents just do not want to obey me sometimes and do what I want them to do. It is certainly when I get the most frustrated in that isn't Chaoscape. Chaoscape is just very frustrating. Like right here, I just want to go up, but I gotta like snake around. Oh my gosh, get me over here. Yeah, remember to snake around here too, but I'm snaking the wrong way around. What? I got high enough to move the void out point, but I didn't get high enough to change the checkpoint, I guess. Or I don't think there actually is a checkpoint change up here. Man. That last jump had me tripped up forever and a day. And now I think I've got the knack for it, but it was, I just couldn't figure it out at first. So I think a lot of my frustration with it is just residual from how long it took me to figure it out my first couple of times through. Ugh, hello. Can I help you? Right. Get out of here, Birdo. Oh, I just realized Like, she talks to us, and she's pleasant with us. Well, relatively pleasant with us. She's obviously very paranoid, but she's in her normal form here. But I just realized that what the Dream King said is true. When she teaches us her part of the Earth Song, she loses her normal form, and she becomes that chaotic, creepy, evil monster thing that Audrey ends up fighting. No one, and that's why she wouldn't reason with Audrey. That's probably part of the reason why Audrey is so hell-bent on killing everybody, all the overseers. She really doesn't think they can be redeemed, because she gets there too late. Though I guess this isn't the first overseer she sees, huh? But the point being, even the ones that might be reasonable at the time aren't reasonable by the time Audrey gets to them, because she's not the first one there, I guess. I don't think it would have mattered anyway. She would have just started slicing and dicing people. There's so many held notes in this one. There's really no point in speedrunning because of all the held notes of like face rolling it. There we go. Can't see the notes. Come on. Look how happy we are now. Let's go. Look at all these skip splits. There was like 3 skip splits in a row. Look at that mess. Just did not split. Get down here. I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it. Thank you. a lot of held notes here too. I've managed to, I don't want to say sequence break, I've managed to make that cutscene at least look differently. I don't know if it was just a graphical glitch, or if I somehow skipped a verse, or... But something fishy happened, and I haven't been able to replicate it. So our friend PETA, the bard, has never had a cup of coffee in his life. And we're on a boat full of coffee pirates. They're all just shocked by this. They're all waiting eagerly to see how we like our coffee. It's very important to them. You can see the worried look on her face. Like, man, what happened last night? Because I don't really remember. That is a very troubled look on her face. Yar har har, yada yar har. Yo, to the left. I got stuck. I think I might need to get some new Joy-Cons, because I got my console used anyway, so it may have more mileage on it than I'd like to admit. It's such a good sound. It's such a good little evil snicker. I know in the dev commentary it said, I think it was a friend who had done it, and it's just so excellent. What was it? Shantoto in Final Fantasy XI. I know hers is oh ho 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 rather than yeah, but I bet it would sound similar. So we're going after the mermaids. The mermaids have the Overseer song, but they haven't been seen in years, of course, and nobody knows if they're all dead or if some terrible monster got them or so on and so forth. But our first stop's going to be the mermaid ruins, which are monster infested. There's a big evil monster there. We've got the grand adventure out before us now, as we go out to save the mermaids and bring them back. Got our theme song playing that, because now we got walk-on music now. But this is a song that'll never get out of your head. Never, ever, ever. Goodness. So if there's one potential skip that would be worth getting, it's this gate right here. If I could get on top of the gate consistently, it would let me say skip this entire mermaid cave, which would be a pretty nice time save. And you can almost do it. Like, the game will just tease you with how close you get on being able to get up there. It just won't let me get it though. It'd be so nice because it'd be such a nice time save, and it feels like it's right there, just right out of reach, waiting for somebody to find it. But oh fudge, mother of pearl, get up there. Alright, hold on, slow down a little bit. There we go. I guess it doesn't have to come all the way down, but I always put all the way down. No. Missed the split again. None of the rooms here have a good skip either. There's one room where you can kind of clip through a little bit, but it's not the biggest time save in the world. And there's no way to cross that gap at the top without all three of them up. At least not that I've been able to find. I don't think any of the dances actually affect movement speed. I'm pretty sure that's a rumor. I have tested them out and I didn't find any way to increase my speed, but maybe other people have better luck, or my testing is just bad, or something like that. But that's another jump. You can almost make the jump from the middle platform to the other ledge. Almost, but not quite. I'm sure if it was easy to do, it would have been patched out way before release day. Make sure you jump across these gaps. It's not like Mario, you can walk across the one tile gaps. No, not here, it's too thick. Come on, get up here. That's the one you can kind of clip through. Wow. Nice jump, Mike. There we go. Like I said, it's a very minor time save there. Then comes one of the coolest rooms in the game. It's so much fun. Unfortunately, having the most fun possible is, of course, I think going to be slowest. Because I want to be going downhill as much as possible, so I don't want to raise any of the optional lifts, for sure. I don't even think I want to get airborne. Someone's going to have to test out this part. Figure out which way's actually fastest. If it matters at all, to be honest. It may not matter. But see, if we could get on top of the gate there, that little guy in the mask at the bottom will actually send me all the way back to the top of the hill. And I'd be able to get right to the half of the mermaid's tier that's up there. Yeah, ha ha. Ha ha da da da. Ya da 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 da. I'm skipping it. So there are 2 locked doors here at Turtle Shores, and the clues for how to unlock them are hidden throughout the area here. You can see the bird there with the yellow beak pointing to the right, because we're going to need a yellow nut to unlock something. You'll see a couple of arrow sign points, the blue rock there, so on and so forth. There we go. The password's the same every time. So if you know what it is, you don't have to look out for them, but if you're curious, that's where it comes from. I still don't know where that red flower is. I found the other two very easily. I have not found that red flower for the password here. That's when my casual playthrough, I actually guessed it right first try, but I have no idea where it actually is. I got both halves of the mermaid's tier. Then we're going to bring her a fortune teller so she can divine the location of the mermaids. I feel like I've made a wrong turn. Have I made a wrong turn? No. It always feels like I'm going the wrong way for some reason, because I don't expect to be going up so high when I'm going to the beach. Yar! I should have parked a little bit closer to shore. It takes a while for it to figure out what to do from there. It's so good. It's such a good laugh. I'm not holding this note for nothing. I'm waiting for the minigame to start. Now, unfortunately, even if you know where their mermaids are, you can't go there ahead of time. Otherwise, you'd be able to skip a big chunk of this chapter. And honestly, it's not like they're super well hidden. You would probably say, hey, this is a suspicious looking place to look, and stumble on them anyway. And skip about half of the chapter without meaning to. Which is not fun. So I do get it, but from a speedrunning perspective, it's a bummer. Oops, stop hitting buttons, Mike. Our crew is missing. What's going on? I'm so confused. Oh noes! Everybody but Miriam's been tied up. Miriam's gonna blow the guy up, and we're like, no, don't do it. We're pacifists. You grab a cup of coffee down here. Now you got a couple of options here. You can take the sword. If you take the sword, Big Burly Man just knocks it out of your hands. If you take a gun, Miriam gets mad at you because she's like, what, I can't blow him up and you're just gonna shoot him in the head? That's not right. So the cup of coffee is the way to go. You can either give him the cup of coffee and then you have a nice pleasant conversation that's great for speedruns. It's also great for a plot if you want to talk to him. Take care of the guy. You can also drink the coffee and go Super Saiyan Bard like you did in the cutscene earlier. That'll take care of him. Your last option is just to run into his fist 8 times and not give him any coffee. But that's extremely slow for the speedrun. That's by far the slowest option. I missed it big time. It's way farther north than I always think it is. There we go. Yeah, ha, ha, yeah, ha, ha, ha. So our captain's nervous because mermaid saved his life once, and then he fell in love with the mermaid, and now he wants to ask the mermaid to marry him. Yar? Yar! So, they're not interested in coming back to humanity anytime soon. They're sick of humans, but they're willing to teach us the Earth Song as long as we keep their location a secret. So our request to bring back the mermaids has failed spectacularly, but we found them. The song's very catchy too. Missed the note. You notice the song's just a little less punchy now. And his face is under the dot, but our poor captain's completely heartbroken. So he's not singing. And Miriam never sings. She was never part of the song. You know, we can say goodbye to all of our crew members. If we weren't, you know, on a speed run, we would be. So, Chaos Gate is by far the most frustrating place to be. Because I swear that the mechanics change a little bit every time you fall into the void and have to respawn. Which means my notes here are great right up until I screw up. And I'm gonna screw up. Like right there. I hit left. I forgot. I haven't written down notes for this one because it's supposed to be so easy that I don't need them. There we go. But the frequency of our voice will make these blobs change shape. The first couple of rooms are pretty easy, and then it gets very, very complicated very, very quickly. Oh, did you see that mess? No. Yes. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. There we go. Alright, so for the down third key, down left, then down to cross. Let's see if it stays true. No, stay. Yes, there we go. Up and down, changes this, so we can get this key. Oh, fudge. Down right to the door. Stop! It's going pretty well so far in the Chaos Gate. But the next room is the tricky one, if I remember correctly. Are you? Oh, what a jerk. There we go. Oh, are you serious? Bounce, dude. Doggone it. No. There we go. There we go. There we go. No. No. See, I'm holding the same directions and the jumps work just differently every time. I swear it works differently every time you void out. Nope, nope, okay. Yes, alright, so up. Down, there we go. Up. Stay, alright. Actually come down here pretty carefully because there's no ground down here. Oh wow, I'm never gonna pull that trick off again, that's for sure. I think that's it for Chaos Gate. The last room's pretty much a gimme. Yeah, it's just up and down on the stick. Climb. I'm still gonna fall somehow. There we go. So this is our first sign that something might be amiss. I mean, we know that the overseers are becoming corrupt. And they have to teach us the Earth Song so that we can rejuvenate the land, rejuvenate the overseers. To keep the story short and simple, we need to learn the Earth Song, parts of the Earth Song from all the overseers before they go completely corrupt in order to save the world. What we don't know yet is that we're not the only ones with a plan to save the world. But as befitting a fishy sea-themed place, here's the Windfish from Link's Awakening. That's the next overseer we're going to meet, and they're dead. And here's a new character. This is actually the hero. This is Audrey, the hero. She is out to kill all the overseers before they go completely corrupt and ruin the world forever, in order to make way for a new set of overseers that will come with a brand new world. Everything in this world will need to be destroyed and erased to make room for the new world and the new overseers. But that can't happen until all of the overseers are dead. And that is the hero's job, is to save the world through complete and utter annihilation, evidently. But it's at this point we realize we're not playing the hero in this game. We are simply playing the protagonist, and that is a very, very different thing, especially in the narrative of this game. Those are very, very different titles to have. That's dumb. You're being dumb, Bard. So learning the song here is pretty neat. It's not about playing the right notes, it's about maybe finding the right frequency and changing my notes at the correct frequency to match these spinny wheels. I know this last one's just go ham on the right stick. About 7 minutes ahead here. 7 minutes ahead of my old PB. So there's a little bit of a wrong warp skip you can do here. I'm going to take a death at a particular point. Whoops. And it's going to jump me ahead to the next checkpoint for some reason. Come on, Audrey, get up here. I'm not even in the right room for the wrong warp yet. Take damage. Come on. Alright, it's not giving me the fastest way to get there, but we'll take it that way. So now I don't want to die again. I have no reason to fight anything. My health refills every time I change areas, so that's nice. But I don't have to worry about getting my health or anything. Get Audrey! Jump! Thank you. What is going on here? Thank you. Oh my god. Why am I having so much trouble with this part today? There we go. Come on. Come on. Try to be more aggressive and jump off. I don't think you actually take fall damage if I remember correctly. You only take contact damage. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get the jump. Also a jump. Did I get it? No, are you kidding me? Oh, I can't believe that wasn't the kill shot. We're gonna save some time here regardless. Lil B. She calls us that regardless of what we name ourselves. Lil B. The only person who calls us by the name that we pick is Miriam. And I think she only uses our name once. Everybody else in the game chooses a completely different nickname for us. Which is a cool way to script around not knowing people are gonna name your character. Rather than just plug the name in everywhere. Everybody's got a different nickname for us. Come on, to the right. Let's go. So this is the only section of the game that has a time of day mechanic. We're in this dark, depressing town. That's actually where Bard's mother lives. And it turns out Miriam's already found out what the Overseer song is for this area. And it's a lullaby that our mother used to sing to us since we were a baby. So we already know the song. So we're just going to go ahead and try to sing it and get ourselves over to the spirit world again. And as you might imagine from how it sounds, it's not gonna work. One, we're way too depressed for it to work. Two, there's way too much smog. We can't actually see the focal point. So we need to do something about the smog, which means we need to find a way to shut down the factory in town. And that's not a job we can do on our own. So we're going to recruit, I've gone the wrong direction. We're going to recruit a couple of party members to help us work from the inside to bring the factory down. I may, in fact, have gone the correct way to begin with. I sure did. Well, I was going the correct direction to begin with. I've now walked all the way around town for no good reason. Doggone it. Wait, no, where's the pub? Oh, I walked right by the diner. Whoops. So that's gonna cost us a fair amount of time. But since there's a clock, as you might imagine, there are timed events. That's too early. No, get out of my way, lady. I should have just done 10 hours to begin with, but I don't want to be late, and I'm worried I'm going to be late now. Gotta get here quick. There we go. So you can get here up until 10:30, it looks like. And we're going to help this person here become best friends ever with the dog. The dog was just hungry, wanted some food, so now they're best friends ever. Hashtag besties. I'm gonna change up my pattern here a little bit, because I'm still gonna be ahead of time for the diner. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my rounds. I have to jump across the rooftops to get to one character who's on a roof. But in order to start my lap on the rooftops, I have to start all the way over here and loop my way all the way around. I hope I don't fall. It's not a hard platforming section, but you're a little bit ahead of the camera sometimes. And until you really get used to it, it's hard to see exactly which platform you're going to land on. Are you joking me? Oh, I'm really upset by that one. Oh, that's really frustrating. That was the last screen. It was the last jump. That's really frustrating. That's unbelievable. The last jump. The last jump I had to make. So that guy up there has a guitar, and he wants us to deliver a love letter to Miriam for him on his behalf. Which we're happy to do. Gross. Now I'm gonna head to the diner and hopefully start the little side quest where we're gonna recruit people to take on the factory. Because I've already started making friends, but I haven't been able to ask them to join my party yet because they haven't started the air quote the side quest to bring down the factory from the inside. And this is our resistance leader. They're an astronomer here in town, and they sent us out to find 3 more party members. And we've already made 1 friend, so we're gonna ask them if they want to help shut down the factory, and they're of course super into it. I think I need to go right from here now. Maybe I should have gone left. No, here we go. Might as well get Miriam in our party. Oh, it's too early in the day to go to the diner for the meeting. Gotta sit on the bench here. That's doggone it. I meant to hit 4 hours. This has been a sloppy split. Come on. Alright, so we've got a very complicated plan for how to bring down the factory. And our plan is this. We're all going to get a job at the factory. And then once we're inside, we're all going to sing and dance and make a big ruckus and inspire all the other workers there to rise up with us. You basically bring the factory to a screeching halt, long enough for the Baron to take time out of his busy day to talk to us. Now we're going to do this by having Bard synchronize his singing with the singing of our friends. I normally have to go station to station to see what the song is, but I've already written down what the notes are to everybody's song, so I'm going to do it all right here from the start, and I won't have to go chase everybody down. See, once you play their song, they stop working, and Baron's got an awesome little beat going here. Are you serious? Thank you. Got the Guitar Man going now. Not sure that's the steps we can go find everybody else. Hold on. I don't hear the jingle. It's not doing it. I must have written it down wrong. Let's go talk to our trombone player. Alright, I got that one. Where is he? Come on, give me the rhythm, dude. Oh, I guess he's already going. Alright, cool. I must have just missed the jingle. Wait, no, now you're not doing it? You're driving me crazy, dude. I'm gonna have to check that one again, I guess. There we go. Yeah, he's already playing his accordion there. Got the trumpet going. There we go. Now we're just gonna wait for the song to finish. Sugar. Now if I time my jump right, I can tap dance in the Baron's desk on a threatening manner, just like this. Oi! Yo ho! Oi! Shut down the factory, we say. And he's like, but why? I make toys that bring joy to all the people. And we're like, yeah, but the smog sucks, dude. And he's like, alright, you're right, I'll just shut it down. And it's just that simple. The power of song and dance prevails once more. You see Bard's in a happier, better mood. He may not be the hero, but he is a hero for shutting down the factory. Now I've got to actually wait for nighttime before I go left after the factory. Why can I not remember left after the factory? I'm going to have to break this down into a couple more splits just so I'm not looking all over the screen for my notes here. I really am going to have to break down my notes a little bit better. I gotta wait for 8. There we go. Excuse me. we go. I missed all the splits here. It's alright. Brains! You Gory 4. The raid, how are you guys doing today? Oh. Thank you very much for the bits. I could not see what the number was, but thank you very, very much. Wait, jump. Jump. Let me get past this first room and I can pay a little more attention. There we go. I am doing alright. Mainly because live split has not, fingers crossed, knock on wood, live split has not crashed in the middle of a run on me today. So that's a nice start. Whoa. And aside from the split I just finished, the run's been going pretty well. 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay. If you haven't played this game yet, this game is called Wandersong. We are playing a bard who is off to try to save the world, despite the fact he is not, as we've just recently found out in the game, we are not the hero. We are not even a hero. We are quite simply the protagonist of the game, which is a very, very different title to have. And despite the fact we're not the hero, we are going to do our best to save the world through song and dance as best as we can. Our main rival is Audrey, who is not just a hero, she is the hero. You know, capital T, capital H, the hero. Oh my goodness, can I get down here, please? Oh, that was cheap. There we go. There we go. And we just entered what's called Orderscape. And you can see it's got a very, very mechanical clockwork feel to it. And we're going to use the power of our music to change the direction of gears. Mostly I'm going to do actually a little skip right here. That saw blade does not have a big enough hitbox. We can just squeeze through there. And skip a pretty nice chunk of this room, actually. Back the other way. There we go. I could have hopped down a little more aggressively, I guess, there. Yeah, this game came out fairly recently, so we're still discovering a lot of new tricks and routing methods through the game. This area in particular, if there was any way we could get ourselves out of bounds and on the rooftop, it would be a huge time save, because we'd be able to skip all of the gear changing mechanics. But I haven't seen anything even remotely close to being able to do that. It's just a pipe dream at this point. But there is a certain rhythm to this section that makes it fun to play. Oh, I gotta make that a little bit slower. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. 3, 4. Oh, I jumped too late. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. There we go. I'm gonna speed it up here so I get more momentum from this. That is not what I meant to do here. Slow. Now if I hold the note, then the gears stop entirely. So I can sneak through without getting squashed. And now we're gonna have fun with moving clockwork platforms. This is such a cool place. This might be my favorite. Favorite little part of the game. It's because controlling everything. It feels so good to control everything the way you can. Fudge. Hold up. There we go. There we go. Wait for the next ride. Yeah, this is it's a super fun platformer with you do so much with the very simple singing mechanic. He has I think he's got like 3 full octaves of music notes to play from. So if you really wanted to, you could actually have a lot of fun just playing music in the game. And we're a little bit away from it now, but there are a couple of places where you can create a tune for like a shop or for a band to play, things like that. But again, we're in Orderscape, and as you might imagine from a place like this, we want to come and see the Overseer, but we can't just waltz in. This is Orderscape. There's an order and a method to doing things. We need to make an appointment. Appointments for business. We got a party of 1. I like my tea with cream. And now I'm gonna go see. Nope, can't go see her. We gotta wait in line. You gotta wait in line. You can't just cut in the front of the line. You gotta wait in line. And if you think I'm joking, I'm putting the controller down now. If I sing, the whole sequence starts over. So we're just gonna wait. Oh, I gotta get the timing of it down. There it is. Now I can dance. Dancing. I can dance in line. Fortunately, I haven't learned any of the extra dances because this is any percent. What would I have by now? I'd have the pirouette. And then I have like 2 dances I don't actually know the name of. They're kind of goofy looking. But caramel, we would learn the caramel dancing, but we don't learn that until the next act if we were to learn it. And in case, for those of you counting at home, that song is exactly 1 minute and 9 seconds long. Completely by chance, but cuckoo. That gets me every time. Cuckoo, cuckoo. So now I'm about to see the 2 different sides to all the Overseers, because I know some of you might just be joining. Overseers have kind of 2 forms to be in, and part of the problem is that the Overseers are becoming corrupt and unable to maintain their normal, friendly, pleasant form. So you can see the 2 sides of them here. The Dream King is the kitty cat in the chair on the right, who is in true cat fashion trying to avoid all responsibility of trying to save the world. And here comes Audrey. Audrey just killed one of the Overseers. There are 2 potential methods for saving the world. Either one, we have to unite everybody in the world to sing the Earth Song, which means we need to learn all the parts of the Earth Song from the Overseers and get everybody to sing it in unison. Which, as you might imagine, is quite an ordeal, getting everybody to do the same thing at the same time in a world that is plagued with war and infighting and so on and so forth. The other option is to kill all the Overseers so that there are no Overseers and the world can become a clean and blank slate for the goddess Aya to write a new world for us, create a new world for us. So Audrey, the hero, is on that part of the mission. She is trying to kill all the Overseers to basically restart the whole world. It is a very complicated game for how simple it plays. It's not like a super complex puzzle game. If you're looking for like a really challenging game, you're gonna want to look somewhere else. But there's a lot to the story. There's a lot more to the story here than meets the eye on the surface. And it's just so much fun to play. So we're learning the part of the Earth song from the Queen of Order here. This big cheesy grin on our face. The caramel dancing is by far the greatest dance in this game. I want to start learning, rather I want to start running 100% just so I can run around doing the caramel dance, and it's so much fun. You look so goofy doing it. Got this stupid dopey grin on your face. Just shaking your hips. But it's actually as far as the speed route would be, it's gonna be one of the longer songs to get. This is actually an old PB. I actually PB'd yesterday, got a 342, I think, and then live split was just crashed. Like I think 35 minutes into the run, I was like, forget it. I'm not restarting now. I'll just retime it later. But yeah, I think you could get down to about 340, 335, somewhere in that range. Casually speaking, your first time through, it's about the 10 to 12 hour game. Maybe a little bit longer if you're streaming and reading text out loud and things like that. So this is the last room in the inn that we want to stay at, and of course it's haunted. Look at this cute little innocent grin on our face. It's no big deal. We're just gonna get the key. Can't fight the ghost inside if we don't have the key, and now the stairs are gone, and this is totally normal. Everything's fine. Everything's just fine. I need my notes for the boss fight here, but everything's fine. So one thing about the ghosts is the first pattern that you have to sing to deal damage is the same every time, so I don't have to wait for them to tell me what it is. Here we go. Sugar. I do have to input it correctly, though. There we go. But this ghost has a different mechanic from the ones earlier. She puts down barriers that I have to sing the correct note to get through. And if I sing the wrong note, then I create a new barrier that I have to break. There you go. You can dance in midair here. This section is actually not too difficult. Just because you can see what's coming before it gets here. What you do not want to do in a casual playthrough is decide to save your game at this point and then quit for the evening. I don't know why you would do that. Oh, I was a little bit off of center there. But if you save and come back at this point in the boss fight, you are, at least in 1.0, you would just continually respawn when you reload the game, and you would be stuck. It's probably been patched out at this point, but don't mess around with it. Yeah, it completely soft locks your save. Like you would either have to start over or use, oh come on, use the scene select code. That was a bad boss fight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been patched out by this point because a handful of patches have come out, but I found that one by accident. And I don't think it even happens all the time. I think it only does it if you're being really obtuse and you're like, go off screen and then you try to save and reload your game. Like it's I don't think it happens as easily as I'm making it sound, but it will just permanently brick your save, which is really sad. The good thing being that just in case there were glitches and things like that, they did put in a scene select code and you can just restart the section that you're on without affecting the rest of the game. Which is nice because there were a couple of nasty game breaking bugs, like on day 0 when the game first came out. But there were workarounds to it until the patches came in. Alright, so we gotta get through this wall and get to the nation on the other side. We're making our way to Zayatan. There's a big wall in the way. We have a broom, we could fly over it, or Miriam could just blow it up. Miriam's our very, very grumpy witch friend, by the way. Now, she's eternally grumpy, always in a bad mood. But she seems to like us. She hasn't tried to blow us up yet, so that's a good thing. Like top 10 things not to say when you're walking through the forest is, man, these woods are really quiet. Like, just don't. That means it's just time to leave. But whatever the situation is, it's time to go. But yes, the woods are very quiet. Now the woods are very, very exploded. Trees are just dead and broken down and... Get away. Yeah, Miriam's adorable with her scowling, eternally grumpy face. Oh, let's get the right note here. So your performance here does affect the speed you get through this section, and I don't exactly know to what extent, but I know if you're playing very, very badly, you go very, very slowly. So you definitely want to stay on top of these ghosts. They do come in pretty quickly sometimes in certain waves. No, you don't. Get away. And you can hear the music's a little bit different if you're singing a note that is repelling the ghosts in that moment. But you gotta be careful not to just listen to the music, because you'll just completely miss the fact that you need to change notes at some point. You don't want to fall asleep to the music, basically. See, I watched the meter, and sometimes I wonder if I should watch the background, but that means I've got to learn my colors and directions on this meter a little bit better. No. No. Stay away from me. I see yellow coming in. No, you don't. Nope. 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 You really do notice the slowdown when they start creeping in on you. Yeah, it's color coded. It's coded by pitch, and I don't know if these guys do it. You kind of can. You'd be able to see it a little bit better if I wasn't just right on top of them. But the smoke or the fire, the particle effect that are coming off the bodies of the ghosts actually indicate which direction you would need to hold down on the right stick. So it's done in a way where if you're colorblind or if you're deaf, you can still see how to play, which is really neat. Because in such a musically inclined game, finding a way to not require hearing at all is very clever and not always the easiest thing to do. But it was done very, very simply. It's very subtle, but if you're looking for it, you'll definitely see it. Thank you, Gory. Have a good night. There we go. So if you're looking at my split names, we're in A-Town, but this is not Ziatan. We're not quite there yet. And I think we're going to lose a little bit of time here, thanks to a miserable ghost fight. We'll see. I don't really know off the top of my head how long this song is. This is one of the songs in the game I can't speed run through. I'm gonna listen to the whole thing in all its glory. It's not a bad thing. The music in this game is very good, but I want to get to the next part of the game, please. Oops, it's in here waiting for me. It's a little early there, evidently. Not that it particularly matters for this song, but... Alright. Yeah, we're definitely going to be a little bit behind getting into Ziatan. Bad boss fight. Bad boss fight. Whoa. Oh, now I see where Streamlabs adds up the bits for me. So I was like, how am I supposed to count that? Why are you expecting me to count Streamlabs chatbot? Now I see it. I got a second here. There we go. Now we're in Zayatan. Not quite. Not quite. But I can see the city gates from here. Little bee. Now we're in Zayatan. I can't believe it was a gold split. Oh yeah, these splits are pretty old at this point, huh? There's definitely a lot more time to save there, though. Oh, I meant to. Well, we'll pick them up later. Come on, go. Oh, come on, go down. Oops, where's the tavern? It's over here somewhere. The lodge, whatever, same thing. So now we want to meet the king, and the king's only going to meet with the hero. We are only protagonists, we're not important enough. So we're going to team up with the hero temporarily. She's going to bring us to sing the king, but she wants us to get a potion of power for her. But she's just being rude, as usual. Potions of power are very, very expensive. She knows we don't have the money for it. That's what I'm going to start doing, since I'm already here. Start picking up some of the ingredients so that we can make our own potion of power. Where's the butterfly over here? I guess it's not down here. Up here. That's 3. Now I have to hold my note or my butterfly stop following me. But I need to get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And they're going to bring that leaf down for me. Nice. Oh, neat. Down, 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 down. There's 1. Doing the same thing on this screen. I would have done it my first trip through, but I'm pretty sure one of the butterflies is missing when Audrey is out. Partying with the people. Which sucks, because it means I gotta make an extra trip. That's 4. That's 5. I was wondering if they'd bring it down to me, but evidently not. So I'm gonna need those 2 leaves to make a potion. I'm also gonna need a yellow mushroom, I'm gonna need a frog, and I'm gonna need a purple flower. It's ironic our name is PETA, because we're going to need a frog to make a potion. It's, maybe ironic's not the right word, but it's something. Here's our frog. I guess in our defense, the frog is already dead. So that just leaves the mushroom and the purple flower. The shopkeep over here is, raccoon person. What's he call himself? I can't remember what he calls himself. But he needs a jingle for his store so that he can attract more people. And us being a bard, we're gonna write a song for him. Oh, I fudged up. That's gonna be fun to sing. No, I'm gonna mess that up if I leave that be. Because I'm gonna have to repeat it time and time again. So let's make sure I get it clean. It doesn't matter how long or short the jingle is, it's gonna make me wait for the rest of the time anyway. Man, that first note's very long. How funny it would be if the dog got muted from playing Song of Time like that. Or at least close enough. So you can see there's a purple flower back here in the backyard of somebody's very, very fancy looking place. Miriam wants to just fly over the wall, steal the flower, and leave. But Bard is a kind and gentle soul. He's going to ask if we could have the flower. And she says no. And we're like, yeah, but hold up. We need it to save the world. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, alright, fine. You can have the flower, but you have to do my yard work first. And I don't know if you noticed in Act 2 is where it's most noticeable, but I can control the winds a little bit with my voice. So I need to sweep up all these leaves and use my voice to put them over the walls here. You know, you have to do some dirty work sometimes, even if you're the protagonist. Sometimes you gotta do some side quests. If you get a good rhythm going here, you can kind of get the leaf just rolling on the ground. And then Miriam's like, look, the hero wouldn't be doing yard work. Let's just steal the flower. And we're like, you know what? Let's just steal the flower. And then you get this lovely cutscene right here. Look, she was baking cookies for you and everything. Look what you did. Look what you made me do in the name of saving quite a bit of time, if we're honest. And then Miriam's like, this is not the right flower, but it's close enough. Maybe. Hopefully. So all of that, it was the wrong thing. We broke the old woman's heart, basically for no good reason. Just hero things. Hashtag just hero things. So now we're gonna brew our potion. Oh, except you gotta talk to Miriam first, I guess, because she ain't going inside. There we go. Yeah, you can see from the splits on the side, Act 5 is by far the longest. What? Look at our polka dotted potion here. She totally believes us that we made her that we got her a potion of power. And now we have an inverted escort thing. She's escorting us into the castle, so we have to walk behind her. If I walk too close, she's gonna stop and fuss at me. So I'm going to walk while dancing, which slows you down. Certain dances will slow you down, and I'm holding down, so I'm crouch walking while dancing, and that gets me a nice good speed where I don't have to worry about walking too fast or too slow. It's a good pace for this section. that ghost that we beat at the starter chapter is still possessing us, waiting to deliver a message to the queen that we're about to meet. So that's what the bellyache is. There's our innocent grin again. Now, this is a song we can speedrun, as in our performance. It is a song that we can speed up at least, which is why I'm just going to face roll on the stick here. The only exception is if there's a held note, I do have to hold that direction. But otherwise, because this song is so crucial to the cutscene, missing all these notes doesn't really affect it. There we go. That was a sloppy end of the song from a speedrunning perspective. And then we pass out. And unfortunately, the Queen found that song and its message of ending the World War to be completely and utterly treasonous. And as Miriam's explaining here, we get thrown in jail. Miriam has to use her witchy powers to blow everything up and help us to escape, and we are now fugitives of the law in Zayatan. But Miriam snuck around like Solid Snake and overheard and spied on a hero and got the Overseer song that we needed anyway. So we're headed to the focal point to try to head to the spirit world. She gets so mad. Miriam's the best. I love Miriam. This game doesn't have a ton of voice acting in it, but what it does have is just the best. Everybody's angry grunting and yelling and cackling is awesome in this game. Get wrecked. Alright, so we're gonna fly our way over to Chandesh, and we got shot down by a big cyan ball of explosions here. And we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. If you hit the dance button, Bard tries to dance here, but he's stuck in the ground, so he only gets one frame of it out. This is Sandra and Vivian. They're in the Spell Squad! And they thought we were monsters, so they shot us down. But now there's an actual monster here, so we're off to do Spell Squad things. And we're gonna leave Miriam behind and go help out the Spell Squad. Get hyped for the Spell Squad. And this is the first, honest to God, boss fight in the game. I mean, I guess the last ghost kind of counts as a boss fight. But This is the first one where we're gonna be we're gonna see the damage we're actually inflicting, if that makes sense. Like there's obviously a weapon of some sort, something we're using to attack the enemy with. And what that is going to be is our two spell squad friends here. No, get away! She walked into it. I can't do anything about that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna help my friends charge up their spells, and then hopefully when I get targeted, I'm gonna move the target away. I should have stayed in the pocket. That's on me. We would have gotten that spell ball out. My job is I'm always gonna be the target. It's to make sure my friends don't eat these attacks, and then help them charge up their energy by matching my singing with their energy. There we go. Wrong way. There we go. There we go. Now we're in a rhythm. Miriam's come to help. Doggone it, get up there. There we go. Alright, one more hit should do it. Let's keep it away from my friends. No! Who's charging up? Nobody's charging up. Somebody charge up. Witchy friends. Spell squad, let's go. Why? I got that out of the way just in time. Should be able to finish this. Yes. No! One more hit, I guess. Oh. I thought that was gonna do it. I was ready to hit the split button and everything. Come on. That should do it. Nice. Heck yeah! Another down! Woohoo! And she gets so angry. Don't woohoo this! You could have died! Poor Miriam. Her broom got destroyed in the accident. Obviously, she's very upset by this. She cannot forgive these two for breaking her broom. It's gonna be a thing for the rest of the game. But there's another section where we get to write a little bit of music. There is a 3-piece band on board this riverboat that we've just stowed away on, basically. And they want to put on a concert to entertain everybody, but they don't have any music to play, and that's where we're gonna come in. This guy plays the marimba. It doesn't matter what we play here, so it would be nice if I took the time to learn something really fun to play here, because it could be anything, as long as it fits within the time limit. and I can play the notes, they'll play whatever I tell them to play. As long as I don't just like randomly go ham on the stick, because then they'll say that's way too complicated, I can never play that. And if I don't play enough notes, then they complain that this piece is too simple, but mostly without restriction, I can get them to play whatever I want. There we go. So let's listen to the concert. We're super excited. You can tell by our tap dancing. There's a fire, there's a fire, somebody put the fire out. And look who it is. The hero. And she's like, man, these two, they're fugitives of the law, and we should throw them off the boat, because I'm the hero, and y'all should listen to me. And everybody's like, oh man, that's so cool. You guys are prisoners, and you broke out of jail, and that's just the coolest thing ever. You guys are so cool. And then Audrey runs away because nobody cares. She's upset by this. Clearly. Oh wait, I don't split here. I split when we get off the boat, and there's one more scene left. So apparently this ghost is still haunting us. She wants us to go see the Queen of Chindesh instead, bring her home so she can talk to her mother and try to end the war. Spoiler alert, not gonna work because all everybody wants to actually do is fight for whatever reason. But she explains that without the use of magic, Chindesh is gonna be it's gonna be very hard to navigate the city up ahead. So we're gonna have to. What would happen if we were playing casually is we would go through this area very slowly, go the long way around to everything until we learned 3 different songs to learn bardic magic, if you will. Let's see if I can. Oh my gosh, this. There we go. There we go. Other way. No, no, no. This way, this way, this way. But since I've played this game before, I already know what the songs are. So we're just gonna go over here. If I could play the songs correctly, we'd be getting where I want to go a lot faster. But otherwise, you really have to explore the whole city to learn the 3 songs you need to learn for the to get around town. You learn 1 song that makes all of these crystals super bouncy. You learn 1 song that makes them invisible, like this, so you can get through them. And you learn a song that lets you walk on them, makes them sticky, if you will. Oh no! Oh yes, made it. To be able to skip getting all 3 songs, go right to the end of the section here. Bring your ghosty friend home. Talk to the queen. By which, of course, we mean sing to the queen. Come on, come on. It's another song we can speed through pretty quickly because there's not a ton of held notes here. This might be the last one even. I guess not, but then you can really just fly through. Yeah. There we go. And of course, her words fall on deaf ears, because of course they do. And the queen doesn't sound like she's gonna teach us the Overseer song. In fact, we totally forgot to ask about it. But our ghost's sister is gonna come out and teach us the song. What? Oh! It is so hot in this room. I forgot to sing the song. It is. I cannot get comfortable in this room right now. I'm gonna need a new window fan for the winter when it's too cold to warrant an AC. But I need some kind of I need the wind to move a little bit in the room. Split. Okay. Now split. So now we've got actually 2 places we gotta get through. We have to get through Moonscape and Sunscape. As it fitting the dueling nature of this act. And we get to play duet with Miriam this time. These are fun places to be too. All of the escapes are a lot of fun to play through with the singing mechanic, except for Chaos Escape. Chaos Escape is terrible, but it's kind of fun too. You can see our song controls light in this area. You can see when we light up these sparkles with our notes, creates these neat little bubbles that we can launch ourselves through and float, mainly float through, also launch ourselves through. This first section's not my favorite part of the game. I like Sunscape that has a little, kind of a pseudo stealth mechanic. I like that section a little bit better, mainly because I get frustrated because I feel like I never hit the cycle I want to hit here. Oh, and stuff like that happens. I tried to skip a bubble and just barely fell short. Oh my goodness. I've never actually landed that before. I'm so happy that just happened. I'll take that every day and twice on Tuesday. Get over there. See, normally all these jumps I'm going for, I don't make them. I'm having a good day in this section right now. Having a very good day. Wow, I walked right into it. Wow, I don't think I've fallen once, have I? Oh, I'm about to, though. Yep. Missed that one. Oh, made it. Get over there, get over there, get over there, get over there, get over there. Okay. I think I fell twice, actually. Hello? Oh, shoot. Forgot to go up. Up and to the left here. This makes a very, very long one. And floating around's kind of slow. So I want to, like, skim across the top here. But if I skim too high out, you can see I dip down under. And then I'm stuck in the slow movement area for a little bit longer. That went pretty well overall, though. As I said, usually I feel like I'm missing cycles and falling to my death a lot trying to go fast. So that section went pretty well for me. See, that's what I get for not singing as I go, but I also know, get tired of hearing those notes after a while. I'll wait. I didn't think I had a good cycle, but I probably could have made that. So I'm gonna walk right through this guy. I'm gonna use that bubble to take him out. There we go. I got cover here. keep going. Man, I'm hitting all the good cycles today. This is going to be a good split. If I can close it out, it's going to be a really good split. I'm going to be pretty far ahead. We should pick up some time here. There's also a new glitch I have to work into the route here. So we should save some time on that too. This bubble is a little tricky sometimes. I'm just gonna eat it, cause that's a slow thing to wait for. I've got my key. Is this the room with the skip in it? Yes. So I'm going to do a very simple glitch here to duplicate this key. I'm gonna use it to unlock this, and I'm gonna jump into it. And for whatever reason, just jumping into it makes it break both locks with one key, which is not what's supposed to happen. We'll definitely take that. It's usually having to go get another key, which requires a fair bit of extra stealthing. This is the last room in this section. I've only got one key to get here, to get our friend Sunny here free. But it's behind, oops, quite a few of these guys. Let's wait for a good cycle, shall we? I'm safe here. Oh no. Bad jump, bad jump, bad jump. Go, go, go. Okay. Oh, don't fall down. Come on. Alright, wait. What? Oh. Okay. What did I just do? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh gosh, I should have just let Twitch clip that rather than look for the button, because I could have kept going. Oh my gosh, I had a huge head start on him and I gave it away. That's not supposed to happen that way. Run, run, run. He's still caught up to me. We're good. Dang. Okay, well, how'd I do that now? Crap, now I gotta clip that. Now I found something else I gotta go figure out. I've already got a pretty big time save in this game I can't replicate. Now I got two probably. Man, if I was thinking ahead, it's just jumping left and right there. I could have gotten a huge head start on that section. I split late and everything. I split super late. We're probably more like 18 minutes ahead here. Get wrecked. Poor Miriam. Oh, she's gonna use the potion of power. have to play music on this piano, and it would tell me what the notes are, but I already know what they are, so I'm gonna try and stay ahead of it. I think that did it. Yes. That's 3. Oh, sugar. I'll wait for it. Come on. Oh, I guess I didn't get 2 somehow. There we go. There we go. All right. Doggone it. Black. Over here for 2 notes. There we go. My notes are right. I just got confused whether or not I had followed them correctly. So here's where that one skip I can't replicate is. We're going to be carrying Miriam down the mountain, which is very, very slow. Singing is going to be limited, and I'm not going to be able to jump. Just a very slow section of the game. And I have to climb down this mountain level by level, path by path. But there's one point where I can drop from one path to another, and if I can find... it might be pixel perfect. Nobody seems to be able to do it a second time. But if I can find a magic spot to drop from the 2nd to the 3rd level, it will actually drop you all the way to the bottom of the map, which starts the next cutscene and skips about half of the mountain. It's a nice little time save, but you only get one shot at it, and it is apparently quite very precise. It's gonna be right here when I jump down. Nope. It's gonna be taking a long way down. Getting a good setup for the Samwise Gamgee skip would be fantastic, because it's a nice time save in a slow section of the game. If there were save states, that would be the best, because then you could just say, when your character changes, when the angle changes, 1, 2, 3 taps, drop down, whatever the case might be. But the clip I have of it, I didn't even stop moving. I just happened to run into the right spot. Oh. So Miriam's telling us how she's too injured to carry on with us, and she's gonna go home, see her grandma, and rest. And we're gonna have to go on without her. Gross. That's not where she says gross, is it? No. It's here after we're like, Miriam, you are special. You're a powerful witch, and we never would have made it without you. And even if that wasn't true, you're still special to me. And she's like, gross. Which means she loves us. So Miriam's going home. We're going to move on with our adventure. So there are a couple of possible skips in Act 6. But none of them are in this first section. Unfortunately. None have been found yet, at least. These birds behave pretty well with the laws of physics and boundaries, unfortunately. And there is a part in the game that I used to be able to get to that you're not supposed to, that the birds can carry you up to. There's absolutely nothing up there except being on top of the mountain in King of the World, but I haven't been able to get back there on this patch. So I'm hoping it wasn't patched out, because I'd love to get a clip of getting up there and screaming at the top of my lungs from the top of the mountain. What's that? That looks scary. Nah, we're gonna be fine. We're the protagonist. We have plot armor, right? Right, guys? So there's an optional part of the game up here where we're invited into this mountainside cabin for our own safety, and we're going to ignore that. And I've never been in here. I need to just play through here casually once, but in my casual playthrough I skipped it. I don't know what made me skip it. I was just like, nah, I'm not going in there. I think my thinking was, I know I want to speedrun this game sometime. Let's see if we can skip it. And then it didn't let me skip it, and I couldn't go back. I was like, oh, well, that happened. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened now that I think about it. It sounded like that violin was playing early. I wonder if I just need to drop down one level to free these birds rather than coming all the way down. Which I still wouldn't consider like a glitch or anything. It would just be efficient routing. It'd be a little bit of a time save. It would save one of those jumps probably. Oh my gosh, almost missed the yellow note. Oh, I gotta free it first. Forgot. So it's this cliff right here on top, that's on the top of the screen. It's very, 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 very tall. There's absolutely nothing on top of it. But these birds can get you up there, just barely. Wow, if you play it right. Oh no, 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 come up here. What are you doing? Over here. Man, it was determined to get to me. Oh, sugar. Oh, sugar plums. I messed that up big time. One of you guys catch me. Come on, get me up here. Birds usually behave a little bit better than this. Come on, help me out, guys. Up. Over here. Off we go. Pretty sure it doesn't know I need to hold. Nope, darn it. Up, guys. Up and over. Up! Somebody catch me. Up. Up. That second to last bird might have been able to get me there, but I wasn't sold on the prospect. Get inside. So now this Yeti's gonna help us get through this cave by lifting these rocks. If I jump into them at the right time, I kind of clip through them a little bit. It's not the biggest time save in the world, but it's easy enough to do. May not even be a time save, but it's definitely not. It's not substantially faster or slower than waiting for him to pick it up and walking underneath. There we go. Don't step on the bugs. Sorry, Yeti friend's gonna leave us alone. And now we have no way to lift this rock up, so we're gonna have to find another way through. Whoops. Of course, without stepping on the bugs ourselves. Which is a couple seconds time loss every time you do by accident. And they're absolutely everywhere. Jump! Jump! Oh! Excuse me. I need to sneeze. Couldn't hit the mute. Wow, I'm glad it let me step over one step, because usually it'll send you back to your last safe platform. Nope. I knew as soon as I hit the button, I knew. Now, if you try really, really hard, you can actually bug out the game and step on the bugs. There's no penalty for doing so, other than you glitch out the cutscene and you're a jerk for stepping on the bugs. Oh my gosh, that one little bug right on the right-hand side got me. Now we gotta pick up a rock, and we can't do it. Yay! So now the bugs are gonna help us, because we were careful not to step on them. Get out of my way, please. Bugs, Audrey. Bugs. They're super nice and they can lift rocks and they're gonna help us escape. Oh, whoops. Wow. I expertly dodged that platform. Like a pro. Like an absolute pro. That's right. I can't go underneath it. I gotta get a second pile of bugs over here. So they can lift the rock a little higher. Whoa! Let's go, let's go. What am I doing? I know I gotta get these bugs up. There we go. So there's a nice skip you can do in this room. Normally you have to pick up 4 different sets of bugs, traveling all over the room to get them. But you can do, I'm sorry, it should be 5 sets of bugs, I believe it is. However many sets of bugs it is, we're going to be able to skip some of them. As well as a nice having to set up a jump. Goofing around with the physics a little bit on this platform. There we go. And we made it through the caves. With the help of our new bug friends. And now we're off into the higher reaches of the mountain now. Getting close to whatever that is. That's not fun. You can see the bard here. If you dance as the bard, he's not going to use his arms to dance because it's freezing cold outside. Don't worry. Don't worry. I hear everybody sounding the alarm. It's okay. This seal's not dead. He's just hungry. He's a hungry, lazy seal. Now, one of the bugs you can do with the seal is to get him into that wall there, and you can ride him all the way to the exit. But it's if it is a time save, I don't think it is. But it takes a little bit of a setup. Think if you get it first try and everything just falls into place, it might save a little bit of time. But if you don't, you lose a ton of time. It's not really consistent enough to be worth going for. I did not get a good jump on my seal there. I think it looks better more than it actually is faster. But, rather to say it looks cooler because you just kind of go through the wall and go right to the exit. But it takes such a long time to set it up that I think you lose any kind of benefit. Oh, I missed. There we go. Come on, friend. That is not a way to get down here. It might send me all the way back, actually, and it totally did. It totally sent me all the way back. No, it didn't. Oh, shucks. I wish I knew I wasn't all the way back. That's how I usually get down here. I should have just hopped off, but it would look so cool if I pulled that off. Look at my dopey little look at the big old granite. Look how happy our dopey little seal friend is. Come on, buddy. Let's go. It's okay. I know you're hungry. I know. Come on. Let's go find another nice big crystal feed and nom on. Boom. Straight up, please. Oh, there's another one. Now, if you hop off a little early, before he gets completely hungry, he does follow you a little bit faster. And I all the way down every time. All the way down every time I missed that jump. It feels so bad. I missed that jump. Come on. I'm only gonna try this jump one more time. There we go. If you throw your food at the seal, it feeds him faster than feeding him by hand. That's why I keep throwing the food at him. I realize it's quite rude, but that's just how it goes. It's just faster. Nothing I can do about that. Fudge. Sorry, I need to bring him down here anyway. Come on, buddy. So I think this is the last screen with the seal. I think so. I'll see if we can get sub 3 hour seals. But now you can see I've got wind to deal with here, and it's harder to. If I jump when the wind's blowing, I'm going to blow with the direction of the wind. I can walk against the wind. I cannot jump against the wind. The seal also has a hard time flying against the wind, and he's gonna use a lot of his energy trying to do so. You see, I went backwards a little bit there, jumping off the seal. Wow! If I was planning on that, that never would have happened. Waiting for the wind. Carry me across. And now we're gonna skip basically the rest of the screen. We're gonna come over here. This part is intended. Gonna wait for the wind. Carry me across. Wait for the wind to carry me across again. I'm gonna feed our little friend. I'm gonna wait for the wind to blow to the left. I'm gonna come up here. This part's potentially intended. It's just well hidden. Feeding him twice doesn't do anything. I forgot what I was doing there. This part is definitely not intended, but we're gonna try to get it anyway. You'll see the arrow you can see the arrow is facing the wrong way, so we get to the exit from the wrong side of the cliff, but it takes us to the next section, and that's what we're worried about. If you love animals, look away right now. Spoiler alert. If you love animals, look away right now. Don't do it. No. Why, buddy? Why? I like how we almost freed ourselves, and then Audrey shows up and ruins our spell over here. Couldn't show up in time to save her seal friend, huh? Oh, look, she's got that potion of power. Whoops. Oops. My bad, Audrey. That's my fault. That's my bad. We made that potion. We didn't buy it from the potion lady. Might not be too good. That's my bad. That's my bad. Sorry about that, Audrey. Man, we definitely got sub 3 hour seals. Let's go. Spirit magic helmet. Got a lot of text to mash through here. I mean, a ton of text to mash through here. Spirit magic helmet. It's weird the songs get stuck in my head while playing this game. That's the only line I know from that episode. Spirit magic helmet. To mash through, like I said, just a boatload of text to mash through. Hey look, we can move. That's okay, there's a lot more text to mash through. Bugs! Bugs, Audrey, bugs are here. Bugs remove rocks and they are very good. And the bugs and I are friends, but the bugs aren't friends with you, Audrey. I could leave your ass here, Audrey. You have to promise to be nice. You have to promise not to end the world, Audrey. This is one of my favorite lines in the game. You have to promise not to end the world, Audrey. But I can't promise something like that. Yes, you can. It's a perfectly normal promise to make, Audrey. Look, I can make that promise right now. It's a perfectly normal promise to make, Audrey. He's got a point. He's got a point, Audrey. But yeah, we should have definitely left her butt down here. So we actually are going to do that. Not in reality, but we're gonna use a glitch to leave Audrey behind. If we bring Audrey with us through this section, there are certain points here, like this jump coming up, where we have to stop and watch a cutscene of her, not really showing off, but of her jumping on ahead of us and leaving us behind, because she's the hero and that's just what she does. And it completely stops your movement during the cutscene. So it's nice being able to skip that. Oh, come on. Come on, guys. There we go. There we go. There are a couple places you can leave her behind there if you missed the first chance. Alright, do not mash confirm in this cutscene. I mash confirm when we're in the cave with Audrey because I have to start new dialogue with her so often. Just gotta remember not to do it here. So it's interesting. The King of Hearts is supposed to be a dog. This is one of his little dog fairies. But it's fitting that the King of Hearts is a dog, right? Now you can't completely leave her behind here, and even if you could, it wouldn't save time. But you can feel good about yourself by bringing Audrey to the top of this area. Because normally you can see she'll run on ahead of you. And sometimes she'll stop to wait for you, but not for very long. And then here she takes a jump that you can't take. He's taking Audrey's sword away. Fudge. I'm trying very desperately to get my bird friend to pick me up during the cutscene. He's never done it, but it would be a nice little time save if he could. That'd be great. So the plan here is Audrey's going to try to stun the King of Hearts so that we can sing to him and try and reach through. But it takes time for her to charge her sword, so we're going to use our Power of Song to protect her from these attacks. Depending on what note I play, I can aim my shield in all 8 directions by singing. First section's pretty easy. These are just gonna come one at a time. And the hardest part is, you'll see sometimes, you can see how there's a gap between the notes. If I hit the gap between the notes instead of the note, obviously my shield won't show up. It's very frustrating to hit the gap instead of the note, because you'll be sitting there holding the stick, knowing you had your shield up well in time, but you didn't. Just kidding. No. Oh my gosh, that knockback's insane. Really? I must not have been far enough over to the right to block that for Audrey. So we got hit once. Oh, stand still, Audrey. Getting hit twice is not ideal. Especially this early in the fight. I shouldn't be getting hit at all yet. She doesn't stand still. If she would just stand still. The difference between the wolf attacking us, or the cloud, if you will, attacking us, and the arrows, is the cloud has way more knockback. Otherwise, they're basically the same attack. You also don't get the arrows. You get the color as a clue, but not the arrows. Alright, one more round to go. I wanted to jump into that. Jump late. Almost didn't see it. Also, the noise these attacks make is pretty incredible. What hit me? What hit me? I got hit in the cutscene? That better not cost me a cycle. I'll be so mad if that costs me a cycle. I'd have been so upset if that cost me a cycle. We might be losing some time here. I don't really understand how this one works. I kind of just smash the directions until something good happens, but... don't know if order is supposed to matter or not. There we go. Boss fight. Lost 7 seconds just in the boss fight. Dang, and that's after the new skips in the steel section. So because all the overseers are dying, the world is starting to collapse on itself. Where was this bird? Are you serious? Missed the jump. And Dreamscape is starting to bleed into the real world here. That's why all the colors are so funky. Psychedelic. Super neon tie-dye. No! Almost got left behind. I need the rest of the song, please. Are you serious? I can't believe that just happened to me. I didn't write that one down because I'm like, go right by it anyway. I have to write it down. Are you serious? And I caused myself a checkpoint. What a bad split this is gonna be. Are you? Bad split. It's a bad climb up to the castle. You can see all the friends from the other castles are here because their world is collapsing in on itself too. Go. Whoa. Wrong way. So, oh. Our goal here is to steal the sword, which is going to be Miriam's job. Bard's job is to, oh come on, use the power of music to hit Audrey with as many of these stars as I can to keep her distracted so Miriam can steal the sword. You punk. So in phase 2, I get these roots I can use sometimes, as well as the meteors. Oh. None of those hit? That seems ridiculous that none of those hit. I missed all my roots too. There we go. That was a decent round. There, I think at least one of the roots hit her. Missed! Oh, saved it! Fudge. No, come on. There we go. Come on, Miriam, get over there. What? Oh, she got saved by the cutscene of her shooting her sword. That's lame. Alright, so third phase. Gotta do it all over again. Except now, I think sometimes the stars and the roots will come at the same time. And Audrey's gonna start reflecting the stars. Which means I'm gonna have to throw them at her twice. Like so. Aww. Oh, come on. I'm in the gap between the notes again. Ah! That's so lame. Fudge. I think that got her. That definitely got her. Oh, I couldn't save it. I'm gonna assume that hit. I'm waiting for the meteorites to come. What a jerk. That is not the first time that's happened this fight. Come on, Miriam, get in there. Look how many stars she can reflect at the same time. Must be nice to beat a hero. Must be so nice to beat a hero. I can't believe all of those missed. Yeah! I think I split when Miriam gets the sword. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip. Because that's when I thought I'd split. Was when Dream King gets the sword. But I can't remember, so skip the split. Worry about it next time. I don't think it's gonna be sub 330. This last bit is pretty long. It's definitely gonna be sub 340. Sub 335 would be great, but it depends on how bad that boss fight was. But I've also got notes for the 2 parts in this endgame thing where I can get ahead of sequence a little bit. Go. That went pretty quickly. This way. Gotta write down the deck when that comes in because I was not ready for it and I had notes for it. I did not want to latch on. Oh, jeez, I thought it was done. Oh my god. Really? Are you serious? How many ways can I screw up this finale, please? My goodness. Are you serious? Wait, I think that actually was fine. No, really? Oh, come on. Oh my god, I screwed up so much in this finale. I probably lost about a minute. Ugh. Can I please stop messing this thing up? Come on. There we go. probably lost a minute in the finale. Yeah, give or take. 35, 40 seconds. Jeez. Save my splits before my split freezes after the run, like it likes to do. Ah! Look, Miriam's not angry. Man, if I was 20 seconds faster